Hello guys, welcome to Davies Corner. So today I wanted to go over, so now you get your green card, then what? Okay, what is happening? You have to start all over again. And first of all, you get your green card, you got your work permit. Congratulations. That is a hurdle that you cross, and you should be celebrating. Congratulations, and all the best. So I'm here to help you navigate the next steps, because what people don't tell you is that, okay, now I get my green card, then what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to get a job, how I'm supposed to go back to school, how I'm supposed to get my credit, how I'm supposed to get, there's all sort of questions that you have that I will go over today, right? So I have some tips that will help you to navigate your thoughts and help you process to gain your success, whatever that looks like. So you got your green card, as I said, congratulations, right? Now what? No one explained to you what to do next. So, all right, let's dive right into it. So, a little bit about me. I'm not going to spend a lot of time about me. I am an immigrant, obtained green cards 2 years, 10 years, and now I'm a citizen of the United States. And I'm also a business owner, and I am a registered nurse, right? So I can help you navigate through many processes in many lanes, okay? All right, so most immigrants tend to work hard immediately and not really take the time out to really plan what the future looks like. You know what I mean? So most of us tend to, and I did this, most of us tend to, let's retract a little bit. So before we got our green card, we were so busy focusing on getting the green card where we really didn't get the time to plan, okay, after I get the green card, what am I going to do? Okay, so most of us tend to dive into a basic job, and then some of us get stuck there, and years pass by and we never really elevate to another level. And that is just the plain reality. I've seen it all around us. So I'm here to help you navigate how to get out of that valley, is what I call them. Those pieces of life, it's just those valleys. Get you out of that valley and get you just leaning towards your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, right? So we want to come up with a plan. And one of the first things, I have a questionnaire that really put together like your thoughts of where you are and where you're trying to go, because that's what you need to figure out. Where do I stand, and where am I going? Where am I trying to go? That's the first step. We need to come up with a plan that evaluates what our future possibly looks like, right? Okay, because when you are stuck in that hard work phase, it delays your success, it delays results, it delays a lot of things, because then life happens and you stay there and you get just comfortable there, and this is what we don't want that. Okay, all right, so first we need to make sure that after we get our work permits or our green card, some people get green cards and not even work permit, so we want to make sure that we are getting our paperwork together. And what that looks like, okay, first thing, we need to get our social work. We need to get our social security number. We need to get that done. You might get that in the mail, or you might have to go to the office, the social security office, to get it. Either way, you need to get it. Okay, next thing, you need to get your ID. Either it be state ID or your driver's license. So you go to the DMV, whichever state you live in, and you get that done. Okay, it can be a one-day thing and you get that done. If it's a driver's license, obviously that's going to take a process, so you might want to get your state ID first and then you work up to your driver's license. I believe everyone needs a driver's license. Even if you can't drive, it has to be planned in a way where in a couple months or a year at least, you navigate to get your driver's license. Okay, and there's a process to that. All right, so you want to get your paperwork. You want to open a proper bank account, right? So most of the times when you get your green card, your work permit, you have to start from the bottom, because guess what? You don't have a lot of experience here in the United States, right? So what you can do, however, you can use your experience from your home country. You can, right? You can use those experiences to help you navigate into a job. I tried that because I was a teacher in Jamaica. So I tried using that, but I wasn't too comfortable with the teaching lane, right? However, if you have a profession back home, some profession do need licensing, and it's good to look into that, because you can possibly use your degree from back home and use it here. You just need to get your license up to date. So guys, it's good to do research, right? Because you might be in a better position than you think, right? So what if you can transfer that degree? Wouldn't that be awesome? You can transfer that degree, because a teaching degree in Jamaica, you can literally transfer that degree and then get your teaching license here. A nursing degree in Jamaica, you can transfer that degree and do your licenses here, your NCLEX, and get that done here. And once you pass your NCLEX, now you are a registered nurse without going back to school. There might be certain credits that you need, so it's good to look into these things. It depends on the school that you went to and all that. What I'm saying is, doing your research from the get-go can save you a lot of time and eliminate the hard work, right? So this is what we're trying to accomplish, okay? All right. A lot of people, as I said, tend to go into hard work mode, and they tend to, or survival mode, right? Oh, I need to pay these bills and I need to live. You need to live, right? Basic needs, food, clothing, shelter. Have to take care of the kids. If you have kids, have to take care of your family. So stuff like that. But there comes a time when you need to take a moment and say, what do I want for myself, right? So that's important, right? So it's good to understand the system, right? So I'm going to say it from a nursing standpoint, because that is my path. Most of the principles apply regardless of what lane you're in or what career path you're in. So you just have to apply it to your specific path, right? So going back to school, I remember when I got my green card, I didn't get a work permit, I got green card, right? I got just straight green card. And when I got my green card, one of the first things I wanted to do, apart from getting a job to pay the bills, I wanted to enroll in school. Now, I went to my local community college. I went in person, speak to an advisor, and asked them, because I knew that I wanted to do nursing. And that's what I'm saying. The first thing you need to know is what you want to do. That's a question that you must ask yourself. What do you want to do, right? So I knew that I wanted to do nursing. So I went to the local community college and I asked them the processes of getting into nursing school. Mind you, I needed to do some prerequisites. That means, the courses that you needed to do before you get into nursing school. Some of these courses I did, some of them in Jamaica, some of them I didn't. So one of the first things I needed to get done is to transfer my transcript from Jamaica into American system. Now each school have companies that they use, and this is why it is so important for you to go to the school, whatever school you choose. I choose a community college at first. Go to the school and ask them their requirements, because some school use different system, and you want to use the system that is specific to that school, because you won't get the paperwork. They will send it directly to the school, right? That's very important to know. So they gave me 2 companies. I reached out to the companies. One of them was like 300 and something bucks. The other one, I forgot what the price was, but I went with the 300 and something bucks. It was probably cheaper, hey. So went with that and got my transcripts from Jamaica, my CXCs and stuff. So I got those in, and when I got them, surprisingly, the scores that I got in Jamaica was higher here than it was on those on those scores, right? So if I got a B there, it was an A here, which was brilliant, right? So I didn't have to do all the prerequisites. I just needed to do some of them that is, you know, specific to here. So I didn't rush into it, because it's my first time doing schooling here. So I took my time, and because I wanted to make sure I have firm footing, you know what I mean, the foundation was firm, because at the same time I was working. And that's the thing, like, you have to know what you can manage, right? You have to know what you can tolerate. If you can work full-time and go to school part-time, or if you can work full-time, go to school full-time, you must know what you can tolerate, because it can be a lot, right? So at first I worked full-time, went to school part-time, and then I step it up as I see fit, right? So did some prereqs, did it at night, went to work in the daytime, and got those done. Then I had to take the TEAS exam, and that's the exam that you have to take before you are enrolled in nursing school. I don't know if it's specific to Pennsylvania, but that's what I took here. You can look it up, and they will give you, when you go to the school and ask for information, they will give you everything you need to know. They will. So I had to take the TEAS exam, schedule that, took it, passed it, and then now it's time to enroll in nursing school. So it took me 2 years to get my prereqs done. As I said, I took my time. You don't have to rush, you just need to get started. You just need to start, because the more you delay, the more time you waste. So if you get started by doing 1 course at a time, 2 courses at a time, it's a start, right? So did those, took me 2 years. Could have taken a shorter time, but here we are. Took 2 years. Did the TEAS exam, passed that. Now they placed me, they had 4 or 5 campuses for the community college, and they placed me in one of them. I'm glad I got in, hey, because nursing school can be a little hectic to get in. So glad I got in, and it was rough, let me tell you. Nursing school is not a joke, okay? And work hard. Did one of the biggest sacrifices I ever did in my life. I had to send my son to Jamaica, because it was getting really hard on me to keep him here, work, and be in nursing school at the same time. So I had to send him to Jamaica for a little while. He was there for 1.5 years. Nursing school was 2 years. So at the end of the first semester, I'm like, okay, I have to. And that is why I'm telling you guys, you have to know what you can tolerate, and you have to know what you can manage, you know, because you don't want to fail. You've come this far, you don't want to fail. So that's a sacrifice I needed to make. He learned some culture. I was crying all the time, but he learned some culture, and you know, the sacrifice was worth it. So here we are. So I want to tell you something. Clarity creates structure, right? So, and it creates confidence, and when you have clarity of where you want to go, you know, okay, this is what I need to do, right? So now you can structure your life around that. Okay, all right, so that is just my little encouragement there. So yes, so went to nursing school, finished that, then got my son came back eventually, did my NCLEX. Oh my god, that was tough in it with itself, but it was worth it. You have to be focused. That's it. You have to be focused. Whatever you choose to do, you have to be focused and put in the work, right? Did the NCLEX, pass that, and now I'm a nurse. Okay, so sacrifices, hard work, you know, it pays off in the end, right? So as I said, you don't have to waste time on, you know, smaller jobs, and you can get there, right? You can get there. You just need that structure to begin with. You need that structure. I can't stress that enough, right? So yep, did that. And let's see, I'm trying to figure out the other point. So while I was working, I ended up switching jobs. One of the thing is, I wanted to get, even before I started nursing school, right before I started nursing school, I wanted to get in the hospital system because I wanted to gain some experiences in the I've never worked in a hospital before. Even in Jamaica, I've never worked in a hospital. So I wanted some experiences, right? So I applied to a hospital system. I still work there now in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I submitted 79 applications. 79, guys, 79. And I speak about this before. 79 application because I really want to get into that system. And I'm saying this to say that some of you, don't be discouraged if you submit one application somewhere you didn't get through. Don't be discouraged. Keep doing it. Let them be tired of you, right? 79 application, got one job. That's all I needed was one. That's it. I just needed to get in. A year in, I switched to a bigger hospital because I was doing a rehab facility. Then I switched to a bigger hospital, stayed there until I finished nursing school. My manager was awesome. I love her. So stayed there until I finished nursing school, worked there for a while, and then I started doing traveling nursing for the company. So guys, I know you can do it. You make it to the end of this video. Listen, I know you can do it. You make a big sacrifice by migrating to this country. I know you can do it. I believe in you. And if you need help, reach out to me. The link is below. We can do a one-on-one. Reach out to me. But I believe in you because guess what? The biggest hurdle is over. You got your green card. You need structure. That's all you need. Structure to get to the next level. Structure, right? And the structure never stops because even now as a nurse, as a business owner, we can talk about that another time, how to navigate that. I think I have a video here too. As a business owner, it doesn't stop. I still need to structure my life. Okay, how do I get there? How do I get there? And with God, guys, with Jesus, everything is possible. I can't stress that enough. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching my video. And you guys have a blessed day.